South Africa now, to the southern Tunisian city of Gabes, once celebrated for its green oases and fishing harbour, now gripped by anger and desperation. Under a heavy cloud of smog and chemical fumes, residents are rising up against years of industrial pollution, and they target a state-owned phosphate complex operated by the Tunisian chemical group, which they say has poisoned the air, land, and sea. With dozens already detained in recent protests, those on the ground say that the crisis has gone far beyond environmental damage. In a full-blown public health and social revolt. And for the latest, we're now joined from Gabes, latest about Gabes, we're now joined by our correspondent in Tunisia, Imen Bliwa. Imen, thank you very much indeed for joining us and welcome.
Hello, thank you for having me.
So, what do we know about what's happening on the ground right now in Gabes? This is quite a serious thing that's happening there.
It is indeed, the tension is on its highest, especially today, and starting from this morning. Gabes is going through a full general strike, lately confirmed by the trade union, and they are going through this strike, starting from Ainslam village to the beach, and they are going to have it today in Gabes. Gabes locals are firmly demanding the dismantling of the polluting chemical units in Gabes that has been making a lot of environmental trouble in Gabes since the 70s, since its establishment. As you said, there has been releasing toxic waste and heavy metals in the sea, causing basically land, air, and sea pollution for the locals, and costing them their lives and their children's lives and the quality of life in Gabes. So this started in 14, 15, 16 October as when an incident occurred in Gabes. It did not start at that time. It started since the start of the chemical group, but this incident of student suffocating from gas from the chemical complex, and they has been protest spontaneously by the parent of those students next to the chemical group, because the chemical group is established in nearby schools and everything. So starting from then, people are asking to stop the pollution, to minimize the pollution, but nothing in response. So the thing has been escalating lately. The response of the government is not enough ever since. Now the people from Gabes and the locals are asking to dismantle the whole factory and to move it to another place. They did not come up with this. This was a promise and a decision that was made in 2017. And it is a legal right to have a good environment and a decent life for these locals.
Imen, tell us a little bit more about the kind of health problems that have developed over the time. And I believe that children have been severely affected by some of the environmental fallout.
Yes, we are talking about serious health problem. We are not talking about just coughing or being annoyed by smell or something. We are talking about chronic bronchitis, asthma, cancer, all kinds of cancer. Let's start with lung cancer, skin cancer, other cancer, potentially linked to prolonged chemical exposure. Because we are talking about chemical operation here of phosphate. This is it's causing a fatigue for the whole locals, no exceptions. I've been living in Gabes for my whole life, and you can feel it in the air. You can see it with your own eyes. We are not talking about something that happened once a week or once a month. It's a daily operation that's happening in the chemical group, and it is allowed by the government to operate next to children, next to families, and we've been there firsthand, handling sometime really heavy smell in the air of chemical operations right next to your door. Been NGOs and the civil society has been demanding for at least minimizing the exposure to this really dangerous chemical material, but there was no response because there was no need for it as per their announcement, and they said it's not dangerous lately, as like it was really ridiculous to hear this for the locals. And the response maybe from the government and from the chemical group is the one that caused this tension, this anger. It's what led those people to go outside and say why our lives did not matter. And the thing is that none of the income from this group and this units go to Gabes. Actually, the administration for this group is in Tunis, so there was no direct contact with the locals, or no demand were achieved for them, at least to minimize the pollution, to guarantee a decent life, a good health for their children. Seeing their children suffocating at that day, and we're saying this in October, made them really angry and made them go back to the street again, protesting and shouting, we want, or people want, to stop and dismantle this factory at once.
So, Imen, I'm curious, if the authorities had said that they were going to have this factory moved, there must have been some acknowledgement that there is a problem. Have they formally acknowledged that there is a problem? And if that's the case, is there any talk at all about compensation or even redress for the residents of Gabes?
There has been no talk about compensation at all, but the government, starting from the presidency, announced that they met with the Minister of Industry, Environment following resident demand to shut the phosphate group and factory. He actually urged inspection, repair of the factory. And he said that it is causing a serious trouble, serious issue, serious health environment. We're not talking about like a small effect. Gabes has been green. It's a city next to the beach and next to wood. So we actually saw that fades through the years. We are talking since the 70s. We see no fish, no fishing, no industry. When it comes to no tourism, also, it's actually a dangerous and polluted zone even for tourists. So the government did not offer any compensation whatsoever. They are saying they will repair. They are acknowledging that actually there is a problem with the factory itself, and they know it's polluting the air, and they know that this pollution is increasing by time due to the lack of maintenance. So they acknowledge that they did not take enough care of those units through the years, and that it is causing a major problem now. What they promised is not compensation or anything, but they promised to repair these units, and to try to assure Gabes people that it will be fixed by time and by maintenance. Actually, the minister yesterday confirmed that some of the units are not functioning right and that they needed maintenance. So they will do that as a plan to cover up for this this damage that has been caused for the locals.
Imen, I'm so sorry to hear about this fallout in your city. So sad to hear that it's had so much environmental damage and physical health damages to the residents. Let's hope that it does get fixed up and that some kind of compensation is given eventually. But thanks so much indeed for giving us a heads up on this very, very important story.
Thank you so much for having me and for covering this story. Gabes is now putting a strong pressure on the authority over pollution, gaining national and now international attention just to have their rights to live and their right to have a clean environment for their children and for their future as well.
Imen, thanks so much. That's
Thank you.
Imen Bliwa, who's our correspondent actually in Tunisia, talking about her home city of Gabes that's been polluted and affecting the health of many people there for decades now. It's 7:30. It's time for your news headlines. Here's Onele Nsinzi.